Flashes, I'm 90% positive this is kind of one of those common sense things, just kind of makes sense. Flashes came from garter ties and tying something around your leg. So think of it this way, just use ropes. Forget everything. Just think in your head of a rope. You have a pair of hose or long socks that don't stretch. This is before elastic. You pull it all the way up. As you're walking around, they will fall down throughout the day. So you pull up the socks or the hose, and you'll need a way to affix it to your leg, make sure it stays up throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
So you have effectively a knitted garter tie, or think of like a rope that you would tie around the leg, and then a half knot and kind of let the ends dangle down, and then fold down the top of the hose over top of the garter ties. That's how it started, and then it kind of evolved into either torn bits of tartan or little flags sewn onto elastic band that it became an adjustable elastic band that we have today. So that's where it came from, and it just kind of evolves over time. A lot of this stuff starts out of necessity. Necessity is the mother of invention, and it starts there, and then eventually somebody goes, hey, that's a good idea. My socks fall down too. I'm going to do the same thing. And then that guy does it, and then more people see it, and they start doing it, and then it just goes from there.
Yeah. So it's a practical necessity that has become a bit of flair at the same time. I'd be willing to bet that you could find, I haven't seen them myself, but if anybody out there has, that there's probably some flashes of a military sort that might have had either canvas or leather strap for the garter, and then the flash, before elastic. I mean, elastic is actually pretty old. So technologically, I think we're probably thinking, like 120 years? I mean, turn of the century, I think elastic started to come in.
Would you think Rev War period, you have the leather garters then?
Exactly.
So it would just continue stemming from that type of thing.
Mm-hmm. And I'd be willing to bet that there was a time where there may have been groups or the military who didn't worry about the flash, what we call the flash, the decorative part, but then it became, the civilian ties with the floppily dopply, but you got flash of color there. Let's have some decoration on our uniform, but we need to make it uniform and easy to maintain so it looks the same on every single guy. So the ribbons became... I'm willing to bet the flash ribbons were invented by the military. But I've never looked into it that closely to be absolutely sure. But
a lot of the Highland wear tradition comes out of the military
easily,
in general.
I'd say easily 80% of it does. But yeah. So there you go. I mean, you can still get garter ties. You can still make your own garter ties. You can play around with it kind of thing if you want. But flashes are basically at the very least, say a 20th century invention to streamline and make efficient the device that holds up your socks.
And if I will draw this parallel, if a kilt pin is jewelry for your kilt, flashes are jewelry for your socks.
Yeah. Unless you have other jewelry on your legs, but that's your business.
It's true. Or tattoos.
Yeah.